All right, all cleaned up, and we're gonna go out and do a little bit of exploring. So we'll take you along for the ride, show you what we see. Got a few kind of cool things planned for looking at today, and about a 200-mile round trip. Okay, so we are back to where it all kind of started for us. We're out at Lazy Days, and we are taking a look at the next future of what our next rig might be. And as we just started this adventure, we came across this little Forest River ESP, and this thing is pretty cool. It already comes with a solar panel on the top. Already wired in, already plugged in, and ready to go. But look at this little thing. You've got a deck to put your motorcycles, a bike, your toys. Got two little roofs here. Let's come on inside this little thing. You know, and it appears that they pop up and give you that extra space. But I mean, for just a little camping trip or somebody that wants something really tiny, this is pretty cool. Already solar wired. I'm not even sure what the antenna actually is. That might be your radio, but it looks like you've got right here a setup to put the grill right on it. I mean, this thing is actually
has all your needs except for shower.
Pretty cool. And yep, they do pop up. About midway up, it looks like they hinge up and give you a little more space. So, just thought we'd share a cool little setup. Alright, so we're going to walk through. We just found a Grand Design Momentum that really has a lot of the functionality that Suzanne and I are looking for. We have some things that we're thinking about looking at, and that'll all be disclosed at a later time because none of it's actually in place yet. But we're going to take a little walk through this Grand Design and show you. It is pretty awesome. So, Suzanne, will you take and open up the little storage bay right there? So now in a lot of fifth wheels we've seen, they've got a pass-through storage. This one doesn't actually quite, it was a little deceiving at first, but it's still a nice area that we have. You got your propane tank. It actually has up here in the front, the bonus to having Suzanne slightly shorter than me. It's got a nice 5,500 watt on-in generator, battery, place where we could do a little bit more. It's actually already got the Furion solar plug, so that's awesome. Alright, why don't we follow Suzanne inside to check this one out. Okay, I guess we're going to finish the outside first. So one of the things that we really love is this thing has a side deck. And as we were kind of taking a peek at things, we've always talked about wanting to sit outside and have coffee, do some things. But it's got an outside TV, some speakers, and we'll come in from the inside as well and take a look at it. But very, very cool. Love that it's got the awning that covers it completely. Comes all the way down. You've got a secondary entrance that goes into the garage space. Come back here, and then you got the nice deck off the back as well. Beautifully done. Let's go inside this thing and take a peek. We'll go in the garage first. Or the garage is locked. We'll go in the front. Alright, let's go up inside this thing. This one is a Grand Design Momentum 339TH. And I'm not the cook in the family. Suzanne definitely is our cook. And for her, the kitchen is an area that she really needs. So you got a nice residential size refrigerator.
Actually,
Is it actually just one of the 4-door and not actually?
Yeah, it's like ours we have now, kind of.
Sorry, I lied.
It's a 4-door Dometic.
It's a 4-door Dometic, but it works for the two of us. It is really good sized.
It's got like this really nice
little
One thing that Grand Design also does is they always put a really decent convection oven microwave. Which I do a lot of my baking in, because convection is hot air circulating, so it cooks it faster and it doesn't heat up the entire rig. Whereas you still have your oven, but this is really handy. So it's worked very perfect for us. I love the window behind the stove here. Nice
little 3-burner stove.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that I noticed on our Furrion in our Grand Design travel trailer is it heats up, reheats leftovers 10 times faster than any other microwave I've ever had. You know, you got a nice little corner counter space and some cupboard. And one of the cool things that we noticed on this one, you know, you got a little kind of height of bunk bed, but it passes all the way through over into here. And for us, would make a great storage space. I'm going to take a minute. I love the sliding door. You know, lots.
And the other thing that we've come, when you full-time in the RV and you have kind of crappy weather in the clouds, is you really love the windows. And the Grand Design does a lot of windows, but one thing that Chris and I like is the fact that, like with these sliding doors, is even if it was crappy weather, we still have light coming in. And natural lighting is so important.
So coming out here on this deck, yeah, I can so see sitting out here. Suzanne would have a cup of coffee. You know, even sitting out here watching a football game, baseball game, you know, and or somebody on YouTube maybe even. I don't know who. Maybe checking our channel out. Okay, so here is the garage area.
And look at this. What we like about that is you still have the ability to kind of see in if we're out here working on projects, and we really want our garage again for doing our creative stuff. Now back here they also have a toilet and a sink, a little half bath, which when you know what it's like when you're in the middle of a project, you just sometimes got to take a tinkle.
You know, it's also got this little washer dryer hookup, and one of the things that we thought about, Suzanne being a hairdresser for many years, we might have the ability for her to have a little chair every now and again. But you got your dual seating and bunk. It kind of comes down. I know it's a little harder to see. There we go. We'll lighten it up a little bit. Those come down. What we're actually thinking about for us is taking those seating off and converting it to a workbench. And one of the other things, because of some of the product that we use, a really cool feature that they've got, and I believe this is in every toy hauler. I've seen them, I just didn't pay any attention. But you've got a nice little vent right there for the fumes.
Now it also has table pedestals. These actually come down are couches. And then there's also a slide down bed for sleeping on. And it also has the tables. So there is the potential that we could keep the couches and have the ability to stand at a table or sit down and work on a project, because that is something else that you get tired of standing sometimes when you're working on stuff.
Yeah, so it has lots of options. One of the really cool things is this one actually has sliders. I'm going to step outside, face Suzanne, let her demonstrate.
Now the cool thing about these is they're lined with, this is a screen door, but on the inside it actually has like a raincoat. So if it was really nice weather, you could take the plastic pieces off and kind of let air flow. And when we're working on our projects, that can be really nice. But if it's kind of rainy day, you could actually kind of make it so you can still have this open space. But this back decking, you suddenly give yourself another workspace, you know, grilling space. I mean, really, because you're off of the ground. So, and it has an awning that comes out.
Yeah, that's
that
super
opens
cool.
up potentials.
Open up. One of the other things that I really like on this, Suzanne, if you will just kind of take over that. We kind of noticed this when we were trying to put it together. You can actually take and open up the back. I mean, if we want completely some nice open air while we're working on the projects and that, I mean, this feels amazingly roomy. And for the things that we're looking to do right now, this workspace is incredible. And again, TV up top while we're working on some of the projects. Let's slide this back in here. Pop it back in. When we're working on some of the projects, we take and watch YouTube to learn a lot of different things. One of the really cool things about these,
it drops down, doesn't it?
It'll drop down.
Yeah.
And so we'll have it right there. Perfect for the things that Suzanne and I like.
The other thing we like about the fifth wheels is Chris is 6 foot tall, and there's a lot of ceiling between him, you know, and a lot of height.
I can actually extend my arms. In our reflection, which I love our reflection. Our reflection is a beautiful trailer, but it was where we started, and this is something that, depending on a few different scenarios, may come into play. We'll see. But having the height, Suzanne in the travel trailer, it doesn't matter to her. She's got that nice separation. I do not. But another beautiful thing in here, again, look at all the awesome windows. Now, if you're towing this everywhere, a lot of windows, a lot of potential. Hard to say. But our function, what we're looking for, this fits a lot of it. You know? This here, we would probably do some changing, but guess what? I'm right here in the middle. And oh yeah, football game there, sleeping right here. And all 5 sections.
The 2 end ones have the massage.
Oh, and the 2 end ones have the massage.
So then we would consolidate the 2 massage.
Yeah. Okay, so getting back to this, you've got, you know, it's nothing snazzy as far as deep space, but again, it's storage space.
What's that say?
Turns out there's an app for that. You can do some controlling in here. I don't know what for. Oh, you can control your entertainment system through your phone. Imagine that.
Has a fireplace. There's the pantry. It's a smaller pantry. That's the only the downside is I would end up commandeering other cabinetry.
Oh,
because like there's no way I could even reach that, you guys. That's above the doors, so that becomes like long-term storage, just like up there, like he showed you.
Well, there are ways to address and deal with some of that for Suzanne and make sure. All right, let's follow Suzanne upstairs into the. Got to check. Okay, so you come up a couple steps, and you got your nice little Max. Oh, focus in. There we go. Excel. A little power control. So up here. Oh, hello there.
Hi. Would you like to come into my bedroom?
Oh, you're being naughty.
Okay.
That's
where the magic happens.
So, in here, focus in. There we go. In here, this model, you can have a king or a queen. We would probably stick with a queen, and I don't know whether the queen gives you a little bit more space on each side. I don't know if this is the king or the queen. I'd have to take a look at the options. But up here, again, you've got, on the video it's just a deep dark abyss.
Crevasse.
But
side.
You know, you've got a couple side.
You have two, like in our rig now, we've got a full 2 of those and drawers. So we each would have a closet. You know, and then the bathroom is a Jack and Jill. But it actually has a really nice shower that you can like sit to shave your legs, because that is one of the issues that I have right now, is it's so tiny that it's quite the acrobatic act to shave your legs.
All right, let's see here. Me being, you want to take that over? My tallness and getting in here. Let's see. Now headroom again over here. I'd be falling, but I could sit down.
He would. Now he's kind of bumping into that to get the height.
But the nice thing, Grand Design, and a lot of them do it, they put a little bit of bump here for us taller guys, and I feel...
It's hooked, hang on.
Oh. Alright, let's see here.
Bye-bye, Christopher.
Hi. You know, it's still an RV. RV showers are not made for guys over 6 foot, really.
But the commode is nice because it has lots of leg room, too.
You could even...
If you want to pee backwards, that's fine.
And let's see.
You want to turn it the other way.
So overall, this Grand Design momentum for us
is meeting
a lot of the needs that we really
checklist.
are looking for in things. So we'll keep you posted on this one. We're gonna go check out a few more. See you after a while.